59 years old. Star Trek is
59.
Star Trek Day today, September 8th, 59 years ago, the first episode of the original series of Star Trek aired.
The Man Trap.
Today is that, yes, Man Trap was the first episode that aired, and on the official Star Trek YouTube channel, a video was released. Let's take a look at this video. Just we're going to see what this is. It's 15 seconds.
It's about time.
That's right. A Lego Star Trek game is coming out.
Yeah.
Coming very soon.
Wait,
are we
that's
excited?
the big release?
Well,
no, they're
there's a little
Nickelodeon shows, Chris. Did you see the trailer for the Nickelodeon Star Trek series?
I did not drop the link. I've got something else to show. You know, we've been talking about AI and whatnot, but you know, I kind of like all these
created trailers that people have come up with. You know, these sort of they're great. They're a lot of fun. Here's one I think Rob would like. Just gonna throw it up on screen just for a second. Just for a second. Let's put this up here. Let's watch a little bit of this. This is Redneck Star Trek.
Best.
Oh God.
I prefer this.
Beam me up, Bubba.
Nice.
$69.
I love all the cameos. It's great.
This is how you do it.
Love the camera.
We got some tribbles there. Hell's Klingons? I love it. All right.
Versus,
Just
huh?
repeating there.
Well, I take it back. AI is great.
Yes.
yeah. Well,
That's how
I
you
mean,
do AI.
that may be the future, but I have an announcement about this channel. Initially, we had talked about doing a putting Star Trek on trial. We all know what the result of that trial would be. That the current shepherds of the Star Trek franchise have driven it into the ground, from the atmosphere into the ground. And so next month, we are going to belay a trial. We will be doing it may end up being our longest live stream yet. We are doing a Star Trek funeral. And what I hope that you will join us, Rob. Everyone here will come on, give their eulogy to Star Trek. We'll get
Critical Drinker, Gary, other people that you know in the space. We're going past a trial. We all know the conclusion. Is an argument even necessary?
Guilty.
And so we're doing a Star Trek funeral, date to be determined, and we're listening the audience. I mean, come on. We're doing actually
no due process. What happened to due process?
Look,
America,
straight to judgment.
Section 31.
We don't need to go to a trial. We have video. We have the series. We have the trailer to Starfleet Academy. We're going straight to the funeral of Star Trek, and then we are doing a different funeral that is going to surprise all of you. But I'm announcing now, next month, October, a Star Trek funeral, date TBD, and it'll be an all-star guest lineup and the longest live stream we've ever done. It'll be more than 7.5 hours.
Oh,
wow. So ready, Alan?
No, yeah.
By the way, Chris, I put the link in the private chat of something.
Okay, great.
The new Star Trek series that was announced today, and it's not fake.
Okay, well,
you guys have to stay until you tell us there's only 3 lights.
All right, this is Star Trek Scouts.
Aww.
It's from Nick Jr. I'm going to share screen right now. This is where we're at with the series. I have not seen this. This is new to everyone.
Oh, so Jesus.
Let's watch this.
All right, Scouts. It's asteroid blasting time.
Your mission is to discover, grow, and...
Yeah!
Star Trek.
Robot arm. I'm disabled.
Star Trek. Star Trek.
Future mode, reach!
Blue hair.
It's a Tarn from Planet Kronos. 10 seconds to impact. No time to waste that. Holy cow!
And you guys question that we're going right to a funeral. I think that right there, it's Dead Jim, a Star Trek funeral. We're doing it. This is my announcement. Date TBD, but look for a big announcement of the date in a teaser trailer for our funeral coming soon. It'll probably just be a title reveal.
You didn't like the Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Spot character?
Yeah. What'd you think? I can't believe there is, I'll tell you, one of the greatest pieces of Star Trek media ever, which we can't show for music, is something Robert Meyer Burnett edited years ago.
30 years ago.
What's that? How many?
30.
30 years ago.
29.
It's called Star Trek Eternal. Is it on your channel?
Yeah, but it's on my old channel. It's really terrible.
Can I ask Robert a question? That little Vulcan had a robot arm. Couldn't you theoretically just replace your arm with your pattern from the pattern buffer and teleport it and just have it rebuilt back?
Theoretically, you could do that. Sure. Absolutely. Yeah. But, I think what's interesting to me is, like, I've loved Star Trek my whole life. I love the original series when I was 5 years old. And the idea that they keep trying to make Star Trek younger, Starfleet Academy, Star Trek Prodigy, I don't understand it. It's really an odd, like, Star Trek was always this aspirational show about where I hoped I could be when I grew up. I didn't like seeing kids on Star Trek. I'm like, I was a kid.
Shut up, Wesley.
Show me something I've never understood that. I've never understood why do these franchises that capture the imagination of kids eventually find themselves full of kids in them. And, like, who are they trying to appeal to? Star Wars appealed to everybody. Yep. Yeah. It appealed to the kid in me when I was a kid. It appeals to the adult in me now. And yet this idea that we have to go back and appeal to, why is it we've infantilized kids so much in the last 40 years?
Star Wars did a cartoon that looks just like this too, called Younglings, that also failed horribly. Failed horribly.
I watched the Star Trek original series when I was very young. My dad was a huge fan of NASA, and
things real, space exploration. We watched Star Trek and had deep conversations. I was 7. We watched it in reruns in the 70s. I was a little kid. I was, the problem with so much children's programming, it talks down to kids. They're not allowed to think about things that matter. And it's really devolved. I mean, where is the Star Trek franchise now? Now that we've seen these videos put out by official Star Trek, we have a Lego game coming out. Okay, I didn't know about that. And the Star Trek Scouts show for Nick Jr. What is everyone's thoughts on the series and maybe what Star Trek means to you?
Well, not only that, but I think that a lot of, within society, we've also lost that morality too, which is at the heart of a lot of these series. And people take lessons from morality lessons and life lessons from these shows. But also, like, when we were young, you're kind of, I don't want to say forced to watch what your dad was watching on TV, but usually in my experience, that's what I watched. I watched whatever my parents were watching. And if they weren't watching TV, then that's when I got to take control of the TV. So a lot of times I was watching what they were watching and then having conversations about the shows that I was watching with them. Nowadays, I think that the reason that they have these shows that are geared towards these specific younger audience is because nobody's watching them now. Nobody's watching them at, like, the adults that these shows were meant for aren't watching it. So they have to capture a younger audience. The problem with that is that a younger audience has a wide array of content on the internet, on streaming to watch, that they're forced to sort of dumb it down for them and make it super bright and super colorful and really dumb for them to watch it and be interested in it, because they can just simply turn it off and watch something on Netflix. Like, they can watch so many other things that have to make it really bright, colorful, and dumbed down, and super fast paced in order to keep the interest of a child.
What about if there's a mashup like this? Let's look at this a sec.
Making your way in the shuttle bay takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your duties sure would help a lot.
To tell Justine Bateman on you.
Wouldn't you like to be more?
I actually watched this show.
Sometimes you boldly go where everybody knows your name. And the android's glad you came. You want a subspace frequency where troubles are all the same. You want to be where everybody knows your name. You want to go and make it so, a cup of tea, hot Earl Grey. You want to go where everybody knows your name.
All right. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. But I mean, this is where we are with Trek. It's like, look, I mean, Rob, the Tomy Klingon starship campaign,
the Klingon battlecruiser that just ended 20 minutes ago.
It ended. Yeah, it ended, but they extended it actually.
Right till today. It ended at 2:00.
But they've extended. You've got some time to grab it. So you dropped what, $700?
Well, you don't, not yet. I mean, but I did split it over 4 months. 4 payments. But yeah, I bought the other 2. So they did. Yeah. Tomy did they're amazing. Yeah. So they're 1/350th scale. So they're like this big. Of the original Enterprise, the refit Enterprise from Star Trek: The Motion Picture, and now the D7 battlecruiser. They're beautiful. They're really, really, really gorgeous pieces.
You're the demo. I mean, like, I don't understand trying to make Trek. I feel like go for that audience, and you can pass down your love of Trek to people that are younger for an appreciation.
Yeah. But
this is what pass this down.
This is what I've said for years. Like, why don't you just, because making Star Trek Scouts, little kids aren't going to go watch Star Trek Scouts. I'm sorry. They're not going to watch it. They're going to watch stuff that they enjoy. You know, like, why not just make Star Trek for Star Trek fans? Why not make Star Wars for Star Wars fans, Marvel for Marvel fans? Why are you trying to cross-pollinate all of these various groups of people into something, and then they're all going to reject it anyway? How often have we seen this? We keep seeing this time and time again. Nobody's going to watch Star Trek Scouts. The little kids ain't interested in that. They're going to go watch anime. This is why they're being pushed over, because they're going to go watch stuff that feels like it's made for them. Not made for the little dumbed down version of some adult that loves Star Trek. Like, no, I want to watch something that's made specifically for me as a little kid. And that's what I'm going to gravitate to, because look, we all gravitate to different things that we feel are made for us.